Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Dreamcast review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at GunLord, which if you've never played it before, it's a kind of a Terrakin style game, only thankfully so much better because I hated Terrakin. At the start you've got original game, arcade game, and then you've got your options where you can choose your controls for your arcade stick if you want to use that, or your pad. I'm just simply going to be going into original mode now. There's a few things I can see about it. As well as having this Terrakin style gameplay, there's also a side-scrolling shooter level. Basically, you'd think because they do shooters that it would play a lot like their other side-scrolling shooter and a lot like the vertical scrolling one, but actually I think it's completely different. So I wonder if it's their way of saying that after this, that's the game that they're now going to make. Basically GunLord side-scroller rather than a GunLord action-adventure type thing, because that's pretty much what this is. As I say, it's kind of like a Terrakin-y game. You go around, there's gems to collect. It tells you on the bottom left corner how many small gems and big gems there are on the level. So basically you want to go around and try and get them to beat the level 100%. However, you don't need to get 100% in order to beat the level. The levels are actually huge, and there's 9 of them, and you just go around finding your way. Thankfully there's signs telling you where to go, so you don't get lost or anything, because I think that will make the game even harder, because you only get 3 bits of health, and basically after you die you go back to the nearest checkpoint, which you don't really know where the checkpoints are, they're just randomly placed it seems. And you get to the end, you fight the boss, and you go on to the next level and you do it all again. And as I say, there are 9 stages. It's a pretty hefty sized game because of that, especially with the replayability of wanting to get better scores and crystals, because there is an online leaderboard. It's not technically online, it's because obviously it's a dead console. Basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to write down the password, go to their website, enter the password, and then that'll update your score with basically their leaderboards. So it's still quite nice though that they do it, because they obviously realise that online leaderboards are a large part of today's gaming, so to offer it on an obsolete console is mind-blowing, quite frankly. Graphically the game is fantastic, and musically it sounds amazing as well, just like the other games, so I will shut up for a little bit now just to let you listen to some. So that was a little bit of the, quite frankly, awesome music. I said it in one of their other vids of one of their other games that I've reviewed, but whoever does their music is a very talented guy, or girl obviously. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. It's the calibre of music that you'd expect from, you know, bigger genre games, rather than a small little indie dev making games for obsolete consoles, because I do believe all of their games come out on the Neo Geo as well, another dead console, which it's a bit of a shame really that some consoles are dead, and it's nice that there's devs out there who try to keep them alive with fantastic games like this. As you might have guessed, I'm a bit of a large fan of this and of the dev team in general for the games that they make. I think this is probably my favourite of the 3, it's also the newest, so if you're only looking to get one for now, definitely give this a go. Gameplay wise, you might have already seen is collecting different weapons, because there are different ones to get. There's also your energy bar in the top right corner, and you can collect energy. However, it is scarce, so it's best to just try and play it carefully and not, you know, talk and read notes and do a review while you're playing it if you want to actually beat the game, because this is by far the worst I've ever done on this game, but it is special circumstances. You've also got, as well as your different weapons that you can get, a nice little charge beam there, which at the bottom middle of the screen is a purple bar, and that's your meter for it. It replenishes naturally, but you can collect purple orbs and it'll replenish faster. You've also got like smart bombs, which are them. And that's pretty much all I can say about the game, other than if you're looking for a new game for your Dreamcast, you can't do much newer than this, as it's only currently, as I'm doing the review, I think about 4 days old or 4 weeks old, about 2 weeks old. I was going to see 14 days, and that turned into 4. So yeah, it's about 2 weeks old overall by the time you're probably watching this, and it's just an absolutely brilliant game, well worth a look. Well, I know I said I was done, but I thought I should at least show off a little bit of a boss and some of the side-scrolling, which side-scrolling shooter, which I'll just be doing now. Also, you'll have seen us use it, but I forgot to mention that you can curl up into a ball and drop bombs and that, and go all manic, very similar to, Samus Aran in the Metroid games. But there we go, that's a little bit of that footage as well. So, just to reiterate, it's an absolutely fantastic game, well worth a look. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.